This MMA 30 video is brought to you by Cheaterville.com. Did someone post your name as a cheater? Find out now at Cheaterville.com.
I love it. I love Japan. I really like the place, you know. So that's why I got my start at Japan. I'm the man in Japan.
What do you like the most about Japan?
I love the fans and how respectful they are.
Oh, it's great. I love Japan. I love fighting over there, and I love visiting over there. So, give me a good reason to be over there.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first time for me, but exciting. I can say exciting. I'm gonna be happy because it's not easy to fight, but you know it should be exciting to discover a new culture, you know, and the style of fighting. That's good.
No, they're the same crowd regardless. Like Japan, like I was there last year, and they love MMA. You know, especially when they see good fights and good technique and a good fighting spirit, they'll cheer and they'll cheer for everybody. They're not the type of culture to boo you. You know what I'm saying? Boo anything on the ground or boo. They sit and watch because they know if they can't do it, why talk bad about it?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I haven't really followed, but I remember watching Pride back in the day, and you know you could actually just hear the corners talking. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it was weird. You know, everybody was quiet. You could hear a pin drop in there. You know, I wasn't used to that. I'm used to everybody going crazy, a lot of ruckus, and you know they appreciate the sport. And you know when you do something, a move, you know then you hear a little bit of ooh, but for the most part you don't really hear anything.
It is a different crowd. It is interesting. You know, I had a good story. I was watching Dan Henderson fight. After one of my fights, I had my headphones on, and I was probably up about, you know, I was back up a few rows of stairs, and just screaming my head off. My buddy goes, "Hey, so watch what you're saying a little bit." You know, I'm yelling, you know, gym talk, thinking it's loud. And I take my headphones off, and it's like quiet, like you can hear me in the ring. It was funny. I was just screaming my head off. I'm, oh, okay, I guess that's. You know, there's 18,000 people there. The fights I see, it's just the way they watch fights. They appreciate stuff. They'll actually start make a slight cheers when people pass a guard or approve a position, and they understand the sport. It's just the way they cheer. And I mean, and they're pretty aggressive fans and very when you're at just different times. You know, when you're fighting, it's kind of like they watch, and then that you can hear ooh, like a guy passing a guard. It's pretty interesting.
Edgar's got a super well-rounded game, so I think he just needs to have a great day. I think he's probably the more polished fighter, but Ben Henderson has got a lot of heart, and he's super creative and flexible. So it's just going to come down to who can impose the will.
It'd be Ben Henderson. You know, there's no one that fights like him. You know, Ben Henderson's like a rare oddity at 155. Like no one can fight like him. So if he just, you know, there's no one that can emulate him. So if he just goes up there and fights the way he's been fighting, then he'll win. Especially the way he's been fighting now, he'll win. Because I think he lost his identity when he fought Anthony Pettis, and he went back to his old self. You know, in his last few fights.
Oh man, I don't know. Ben is a tough dude. You know, that's a great fight. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think Ben can definitely put a lot of pressure on Frankie. You know, Ben's got a great conditioning as well. He's not a guy that, you know, he don't stop. He keeps going. I think it's a great fight, man. I think I'm excited about it.
You know, I think Rampage will beat him. Bader's thing about Bader is he has good double legs, but when he doesn't create any angles to finish a shot, so he's straight on. Rampage has good hips, and he'll pull him up and probably just beat him up. I think Bader has no angles. He's just straight forward and backwards, and I knew that from college wrestling. But if he can make that adjustment, it'll be a tougher fight for Rampage. But I think that, you know, if you were stuck in your ways since high school and college, you're not gonna make too many adjustments. You know what I'm saying? For now.
I see it going to be a fight. I see us getting in the cage and fight. Do I look psychic?
And scene.
This MMA 30 video is brought to you by Cheaterville.com. Did someone post your name as a cheater? Find out now at Cheaterville.com.